Thank you very much. So, Mr. Jallow, we have a lot to talk about.
Right.
Mr. Jallow, today nyan baja baju jupe wana tu mkasanke na jat.
Finally, okay. Let me take it.
Okay.
Abaraka.
So we have a Jola interpreter in the interpretation booth. So let's go ahead. If, for instance, the Jola dialect is different from the dialect you speak, please let us know, because it is important that what you have to say is interpreted. In the
I think I may speak better Jola than her.
Nane kanya kujola kunamu useten oregoli mu manj parce que tike kunya kujola ko lale kunam parce que njaja nga afunyi nyana ujam to janu keng man mulani setena.
I understand that there are many dialects of Jola, like there are of Sereers. There are about 13 Sereer dialects. So.
Okay.
By the grace of Allah, whatever you are going to say, we will definitely go by it and we will bring it to light.
Thank you very much. Okay, so.
Do we have the Mandinka dialect?
Do you want also Mandinka?
Well, I'm speaking to the whole country and I'm the last person, and I want everybody to hear the real news and information that I'm going to give out.
Okay, let's try and do.
You made me have a day off today, so I have the whole day if you want.
Okay, yes. But we have a closing ceremony, but it's important that people hear what you have to say. So let's do Jola, Mandinka, English, in that order, okay? When he speaks in English, okay, well, I think the best thing is we reduce the languages. So you speak in Mandinka, and she would translate. Oh, no. It's not going to work, Mr. Jallow. It's going to be convoluted. So what we do is we do first half Mandinka, second half Jola, or vice versa.
Exactly.
Okay, so first half Mandinka. Let's have the Mandinka speakers in the booths. First half Mandinka, second half Jola. And closing remarks, Jola.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Jola, yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So, are we missing someone in the Mandinka booth? Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's go back to Almamo Mane. You said after Almamo Mane's death, several changes were made. And as a result of those changes, you came to become a close protection officer. So tell us how you came to be connected to Yaya Jammeh, because I believe that is the beginning of things.
Yes, when I went to the plain clothes,
birin tata plain clothes wala menu baka uniform dung.
My first travel was going to South Africa with the former president.
No.
My first travel was to go to South Africa with the then president.
Natama follow nimo tumo president wala tata nyola South Africa.
Proceed.
And then?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
I'm not seeing you.
Yes, but I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Right. So when we went to South Africa, we arrived at their airport at Joburg.
Green Tata South Africa, Mfutatela Kuluntila Dulato, Joburg, ha.
Johannesburg.
We had a push and pull because they said Jammeh was to be injected or to take their injection or vaccination, they said.
Green Futataje, Yanina Foko, Pengo, Yantakele, Jumala Yanta Pengo, Jammeh Fango. Ikate Fango Yanta Pengo, Tala, Brim Futataje, Joburg Kuluntila Dulato, Kafdame, Johannesburg.
And?
And then I was just a new, you know, they said a new groom sweep well, and then I was like, no, it's not going to happen.
I was.
Yeah,
And I said,
yes, so
no.
I said it's not going to happen. Jammeh is not going to take that injection. Yes, so we had a push and pull with them, and therefore some of my officers at the time, I think it was Baji, he was one time the CDS.
Between Nathan Yosaba Kije, when Yosaba Kono Nanyaton Kulmen Vijangame Utumo, Bajilo mu soldier Lanyaton Kotika from a CDS.
Which Baji?
Yeah, he was one time, but that trip he was the ADC or the BPO, well, kind of.
Which of the Bajis?
Baji
have had many.
Osman Baji.
Osman Baji.
Ako Usman Baji, Ambolema.
Proceed.
So it's like they're telling me youngest, you know, that's my nickname in the military. Youngest, no. I said, listen, we don't know what is in the injection, so we shouldn't allow it to happen.
Yo, why didn't tell him we bed in the Otuma, California, the youngest, between Nadiamo Ketawaltia, Nata for Hani, Etakum, but Hanim bin Tebe Balandinkoha at a Kenola Wanya.
And?
So while we are in that push and pull, Jammeh could hear me, and he knew for me where I stood on my ground, because I was saying, we don't know what is in the injection, and then we shouldn't allow our VIP to get injected of things that we don't know.
Mbeo kumolu fokantuma na yara Jammeh fango tulo benna kumakangolula yo adu obe hanim bintebe balandi nenka foko nyimpengo tekela katu pengo nyimmemba akono wala iba pengula mendali lo lantolu maolo so sila wala nantebe balandi nko pengo nyintekela.
So the securities were telling me, but you know, I said, listen, we came on our flight, we're going to a hotel, we're not leaving the hotel, it's just going to whatever meeting is going on, from there we're going home. For me, I feel it's not safe. So
between
we had a pool and then
wairin tel nata lunta ya silola nimbota jang ko en ko mbita hotel leto adum wairin mbita la hotel to mbetar la jele so wodon tela miro bebe dendi minala na tanka da ka tanka yo so wodalilo le ya sabu aha.
And then after the push and pull, we went to the hotel, Sheraton Hotel in Pretoria.
Bitung biro nyo sababu tala utumolom ntel tata hotel to kafudami Sheraton Hotel membe minto Pretoria sate okonoje.
So I was posted on sentry, so you know, because I was very young and then active.
Bitu otumole na tante londi kantarola kafome sentry because otumo ndemu funding kewleti adumbe bambandi mfananga.
I spent almost the whole night at the door.
Bitunga suto mume be la wo bunda le la jembe kantarola.
And anytime Jammeh come, he meet me on my feet.
Andu Jammeh ate mamanta wati wata kantara lori nsimfulo le kanga.
He called Musa Jammeh and spoke to Jammeh.
Musa Jammeh kumandi anio diamuta.
So Musa came out and said to me, whatever you are doing, keep it up. Jammeh have an eye on you now.
Musa Jammeh natan defanankan akonyebe memmenna iwakili ye bambankatu Jammeh fango nyabe kan nesai.
So from South Africa we traveled to Tanzania.
Bitumbirimba South Africa ntendenda busilakili ngole kata Tanzania.
I remember Jammeh giving me some money.
Hakilo ya mutako Jammeh kododo dinna.
And he said to me, you are a good soldier. I've had all the conversations we had with them at the airport, but it's like, you know what you are doing.
Jamanata nyina fanyanko ete musojar kende balete aliedia molu mumelu mbeke kuluntila jidulato ntulo ya bemoile woto ete musojar kendol tibitung ibe menke kan iwakili yesai.
So he asked me where did I do my courses.
Ay nyininka sila nakarango tembo la ngakarango menke.
And I told him I didn't travel out of the country and I was in the Gambia, that's why I studied everything.
Nanyene fayen ko nkaranta de nakarangombe ngake jalne banko kanjang bari manta banko e bantala.
And then when we came back, I'm from Axia, we embarked on a tour.
Bitumbirim batana wo tamo la kasai na Gambia, utumo le mnata taman ufananda mutakata dulalto.
You know, when we are on a tour, sometimes people get excited and then during the crowd, they run towards Jammeh, even where he is sitting.
Between Nimbe Tamantama la Waira Kata Nimol Kanyoja Kafuta Muluma, Dolu between Kolu Kadungi La Saje Kidima, and for Doluka Borimbori, Kidina Kafwe Befuta La Jammema.
So on most of the occasions, I wouldn't say I was the best, but let me say I was lucky enough.
Nta fono la de bitu obekono ntele fisiata dolu beti bari bitung manta bentanye na do ko nyin kono tembo.
Alhamdulillah, many people come before they even reach to Jamme, I'll be able to get them where I want them to be.
Bitung alhamdulillah nga ala tentu mo jamana ta men yalon ko kala fika futa jammema bari bitun defana nakato nkala fi tara tembo mento tara damento ni jammetemo ala e mako nke dandi woto.
And then I keep that, even when I was an officer, I could remember at the July 10th, at Makati Square.
Bitung anatake wale nyama adoko ngata mani wale nyama hanufo baye ba membe banyunu sate okono kafuje Makati Square wo bengo fanan toje ngake wale nyama.
That was years after when even Musa Jammeh was dead. That was the celebration. I was not even on duties, but I did came just to start far behind.
Wo mu jura rolti o tawayata Musa Jammeh olungala amantara doko amantara ji bari bitu wari jura rolem nata ma beje bari bitu hanimbi ntarte la komala la ntarte komala.
I could remember someone came, he passed the vice president. I don't know whether he was having an envelope or whatever he's having. It was just, let's say, a meter between him and Jammeh.
Hakilo baka monata amari ambuloko le babulu atambita vice president la baringaje ko tumo me hammo nyina mnyinti katafuta Jammeh.
1 meter between him and Jammeh.
Meter killing Janai futa Jammeh.
I was sitting, and then I was so fortunate enough within alhamdulillah, before whatever that guy was able to do, I was able to grab his hand and then twist him back and turn him away.
Bitung bina mari na ta hanfo mitaro bani Jammetema mbesiri nede bari o no kilingoto le ngulita nkilita nga mari bulo muta alafta men kala janna be o kala nga bulo muta nga bulo toromonde nga murundi nga bondi Jammeh bala.
And then when we came back to the State House, I remember Jammeh was screaming and was very angry. Because why didn't they see him until when I was sitting? I was the one able to see him and stop him.
Brim Muruta State House Jammeh a kamfata baka ayoko a konyina meyo sabu wala mnyenti ni mari nata no nyadi le hanfo afutata otembedato bitun ntela wuloka ka mari londi bitun ala futo otembo to le Jammeh dimi.
Looks like the frame is frozen.
You hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
So if you look at most of, that's why if you look at most of my pictures with Jammeh, I'm always I'm always on his side.
Nienna natalolu jube ninja mebe natalolu menuto. Jama ekamenje doro nkatara balale mbade ndengola.
Because I remember there was a time he nearly fell down in Kamila in the rice field, and then I was able to grab him and make sure he didn't touch the floor.
Katulum fa soton tabirimbe kanilai wolum domandindinding abe boila farokon barbitung alay makoy roke apareta boila tumo men londoro minintala nga nyafu bitung boy.
So
and then some soldiers, if they want to tell the soldiers, attest it. So coming back to the topic, this is how I start getting close to Jallow. That's for Jammeh.
Bitung kwolu damu tatawo nyale domam bitu nyile ya sabu ndela kato Jammeh la nsafu adamu tata nyi watu le purunga kata la kendeke.
Did you ever become an orderly?
Fo inana kita la kandar lati la bang.
Ha.
In 2004, we were selected to attend a commando course, Scorpio 1.
Bitung 2004 sango konolem. Yen tombo prungata londi karang la bara bitunga kita Commonwealth ka fola londi karang leti aku men kita commando karang.
Proceed. Oh.
Yes, so during that commando course, few of us were selected and the battalions were invited. Some soldiers from the battalions were invited.
Bitungo karangoto ye sojaro lolu bunya kumandi je battalion bunda lamolu ye kumandi puru ifanalu ye melu kumandi puru dasi tara nyin karango kono.
So it's called Scorpion 1.
Ikafa?
It's called Scorpion 1.
Ikafa wo bengole Scorpion 1.
So we did a training at the police training school in Yundum.
Bitunga karang kata police wala karamule to police training school member Yundum sateto.
And then our instructors were Gambians and Libyans.
Bari menu natan karandije dolmu Gambia dingoleti bar dol bata Libya bankole kang.
And then the course commander at the time was Lieutenant Samba Balde.
Bitung memu kunton kote karandiro nyim fong la karola ka fole Lieutenant Samba Balde.
So during that course, sometimes we do have someone to come and take videos of us, and then according to what I heard, the president at the time always watch our videos.
Bitungo tumo nimbe o karango lambe kuolu tamandikang ikanta video lulale bar bitungo ye nyim fanam fanya ko video lu menu iketa wonya president fonkana sila ka video lu jube.
So if you don't mind, I can name few names that I attended that course with.
Please.
Nate kalatanati insio modo lu tofo nimmenu yo karango kenyola council ka etenteng.
Yes, we did have Second Lieutenant Aliou Cisse late.
Second Lieutenant Aliou Cisse bari ate bantala ate kerin saing.
We did have Corporal ML Ba. I saw him at the TRC testifying.
Anin Corporal ML Ba me ya lon ko nangajele fanga ay CDRO ke TRC jang.
We did have Modlamin Mendy. They call him ML Mendy. He was a signal at the time.
Otumo ngamo fanan soto ka fome Modlamin Mendy.
Signal. He was
signal abe signal bundale la wala menu ka kibaro lu ki.
We did have Malik Jata Alfidai.
Ngamo fanan soto ka fome Malik Jata Alfidai.
What does Alfidai mean?
Bailo.
Alfidai akoto munati.
He got that name during our commando training. When the Arabs gave him. You know, we have Bahar Jaw, Musa, they call him Bahar Jaw, Malik, they call him Alfidai. He was very good in rappelling though.
Yo mole me alonko embe na commando karango la tumo men na lom ye nyinto la kang bitu tumo len kabiro tumo le ka fay Alfidai.
So Malik Jata Bailo Faring
Sanya fanandabe o karango le kono.
We have Biran Get.
Tiyan Get fanam Biran Get fanam bije. Biran Get.
We have Yankuba Jaju
fanam bije.
We do have Modou
Sane fanan soto je.
Babukar
Touré fanan bije. Modou Koli soto je.
And we did have Bob. I think Bob. I know it's Bob. It's my friend.
Mo fanan bije ka fo me Bob nterolem nak.
And few others that I may not be able to remember now.
Ani mo danta men yalon ko sayin
was my Jise.
Ani mo danta men yalon ko sayin hakilo tewlu muta no la ñi lom molting ngamenu foten hakilo yo le muta.
No, ani Sirif Jise bi ko jele.
Ah?
Sirif
Gise wo fanan dabi jele wotumo.
Proceed.
Yes. So the Libyan instructors were Colonel Mohammed.
Libyan karandirla lu mo bije ka fo me Colonel Mohammed.
And then Ramadan.
Ani ka fo me Ramadan.
And then Tal.
Ani ka fo me Tal.
And Sar.
Ani Sar.
So I think yes. With the Gambian instructors, we have the course commander Lieutenant Samba Balde.
Gambia karandirla la karola Lieutenant Samba Balde bije.
Captain Mustafa Fall. We have Sol Baji.
Sol Baji fanam bije.
We have Idrissa
Sane fanam be kono.
And we have I think is it Mamad Njai. I think Mamad Njai, yeah.
Ani modo fanam bije fanam. Ngamira nimanyina ikaf. Nimanyina ikafate fana ene Mamad Njai ate fanan tatra molu kono jele utumo.
Yes, let me make this clear here. The commando course was purely military training, basic military training.
Nying mbasene yandi la janko wo commando karango sojari karango lem adun sojari karango nyimu a for lingoleti.
We were taught self-defense.
Bitung ngam fanan karanje wolem ninku keta ibe fan tankandi la nyaming.
Armed and unarmed combat.
Aning ka kelo ke meya lonko satara jorante bulu bulla kelo.
Combat drills.
Aning o kelo lu fana lu ke ibe kala nin kelo be kelo lu kala nyaadi le.
VIP and close protection.
Andu alifalu ka fomene VIP, very important personnel be lu kantala nyamin aning mo kumma lu fana lu kantar nya.
Ambush and counter ambush.
Wala ni lanya ke mari nyato e mambe men kalama be wo kala nyame ni terenta ma anim fanan ni wo terenta wo lanya ma nyanta munekela
but
map reading
mun fe
map reading
anin ka mapo karan wolem dinkiralu ni ha dinkira dada kaito bala dinkiralu be nyamin nyanta fanan karannale
and we had confident test
hani idaje ngeta may ko yenede.
We had confident test.
And confident test.
Yo nata kotoboro fanansoto memo londi kotoboti pro walem jikin na kotoboro.
But Mr. Witness, some of these people became junglers.
But
Proceed.
So during that confident test was conducted at the Gambia Ports Authority.
Wo jikila kotoboro ka jube febe jikila mola wala inata ngo kotoboro keta Gambia Ports Authority la dinkiral.
This is where the containers were put on, I think 2 or 3 containers right on top, and we have to jump from the containers to the sea.
Mike Selendi bang ela microphone Selendi yeseakan.
This is where this is at the port where they put containers, and we have to jump from up there to the sea.
Jelom dinkirati dami alon ko nying container wala nying menu ka nyim fengulu nati keke fengulu menu kono wul katara dinkira men to je nying karam fananke wala to.
So after all this, our last was 150-kilometer walk.
Your voice has dropped.
I said
After that, our last training was a 150-meter walk.
Nakara labang keta meter keme aninta lulu tamolet.
Some may wonder how do I get the word youngest. I got that word youngest during the commando training.
Between kan kumandi nyina ko youngest wala memu be dinninguti ngawo to soto wato la wato me yalon ko commando karamo be kekanga.
And then I'm not bluffing, but I was the best when it comes to firing the RPG at distance.
Amanke fayitati wala famfo bareka fokido me RPG pour ka wo fayi intelenata tambidolu belaje.
In fact, I did get an award from Lieutenant Samba Banda on that.
Adu wo fango nganyarandiro soto le kabo Lieutenant Samba Babulu wo kidifayo fayo la Carola.
Samba Balde.
Samba Balde.
After our training, I was certified as the best, 4th best commando.
Betumbiro be botala enata nyin tombondiro fanandina nyimbunya dinna ko commando lu kono ntele be nyato.
4th nani
njango okay well ntetarta nani njango place oleto.
And then
who was the first? Who was the first?
Jumala followta.
You know, sometimes some of these things after, I think they wanted to compensate our seniors. I think it is between Farin Sergeant and then Farin was a very good officer. He was a very good soldier. Farin Sergeant and Aliou Cisse.
Namira yalo ninyi nyonglo bekela bitu ka jibele mem momenti be babari ngamira Farin Sanyang wala mumolti mo katala ba men mo simen la kan wala Aliou Cisse.
And then I don't know who took 2nd and 3rd. I do know 4th. I know Malik was behind me.
Malom between Jumalem Sabanjang and Nani Jang to Baringalon ko Malik or Bente Komali.
And then I was the best when it comes on armed combat.
Bring yem kotobo bulla kelo fanana ka fole on armed combat memu bulla keloti satara jorandati je ntelenata tambidolula.
So when we finish our training,
bring an karango bang.
We and all other soldiers that were from the other military barracks.
Ntelu anin sojaru dolu menu bata sojar kordal to kata.
We were all posted back to the state guard.
Yembe murundi kansamba mansala kantar bundala ikafdame state guards.
So while we were at the State House, and then after they said they formed a company called the Delta Company.
Bitumbrimbe State House, wotumolem inata kafudo fana lundi sojar kafon tolkonoje ikafome ye Delta Company.
So the move was to Kanilai.
Bitutumole yen tolbondije yen samba Kanilai.
When and then this guy Khalifa Bajinka late.
Bitutumo Khalifa Bajinka me yalonko abantale.
Mustafa Fall.
Ani Mustafa Fall.
Mamat Njai.
Mamat Njai.
Sajo Jaju.
Ani Sajo Jaju.
Commonly known as Hitler. I hope he's not going to beat my ass up. I call him Hitler.
Sajo Jaju bare tumodo lunka kumandi todo like a fire Hitler.
So they were our commanders in Kanilai.
Wale muntol fanalla nyaton kolte birinta ta Kanilai.
But then, from what I heard, it's like, Jammeh, anytime we watch our video, according to what I heard, he always say, you see, this guy, he never disappoints. From what I heard, it's not from him, to be honest, but after we did have that conversation.
Yo, between wati ning wo video lujube Jammeh ngamwe ka na video lujube utumolem akakuma fonte la kuluma na o katakulu kono.
And we were all posted in Kanilai, and the second batch train.
Dumbri entel samba Kanilai, wolem sappa fulanjango, batch fulanjango nyingul fanali la karanke.
This is why you have Yankuba Sanyang.
Wotumo wolem nyintinga Yankuba Sanyang soto wakam wokono.
You have Seni Jammeh.
Anin Sedi Jammeh. Seni Jammeh.
You have Yusufa Sane.
Yusufa Sane bekono.
Mfansu Nyabali. And few other soldiers that I may not recall now.
Anin soldier danta men yalon kong hakilo mambule la saying.
Nuha Baji do.
No, okay, Nuha, and I don't think Nuha did the commando. If he does, because some people were sent to Libya before us.
Aseke barbitu yalo Nuha malom fayo komanda karanke bari yalo ye dolu fana lukile Libya menu tata karanje.
Michael Korea.
This is the like of Mustafa Fall.
Wolebe ko Mustafa Fall.
General Baji.
Anin General Baji.
That's why I'm saying the instructor.
Anin sanya ngamem fuko karandir lalom.
I think I'm saying Mamad Njai, but I think it's Mamad Mbai. I think Mbai.
Ngafo Mamad Njai, but ngamira Mbailo Mamad Mbai.
You can account. I don't want to lie, but you guys can help me with the soldier, because this is I'm facing the whole nation. I don't want to mention names that you know. If I do, please do know that it's a mistake, but it's not something I intend to do.
Bare bitum lead council man la fi mo filindila ni misali ka manga mem fo me ya lonko filolem bitum al salon ko mantaw.
We understand, but we have to make some progress. These are the people out of whom the junglers were chosen.
Unda nyimula moldi men ya lonko ye jungulal tombo nyimol del kono.
No, let me come please.
Ani mbatunga tentem follow bang.
Proceed.
Tentem.
So while we were in Kanilai, I remember one time we didn't have even a beef with the junglers, because the junglers have their own group.
Wato membe Kanilai, wati nata sotole wato men ni nyin jongla solu nata nyoje kabeng. Katu nyin jongla solu ini fansun kafolem.
I remember one time we had a checkpoint and Francisco Caso came there.
Wati sotonda ngalanya soto kafome checkpoint walanya dinkirato. Francisco Casio anataje.
Caso.
Francisco Caso anataje.
And then he came with Mustafa Baji, and then he wanted to talk something about us.
And him anataje kafume Mustafa Baji. And umbri nataje ye diamo kejele prunto lakwo.
Oh, subhanallah. I think Mustafa Sane, subhanallah. Mustafa Sane.
Ngamera Mustafa Sane lom.
So when he came, and then at our checkpoint, there was a program in Kanilai. I withdrew my weapon. I said to him, if you put me to one, I'm going to blow your head off.
Brina ta yentara o checkpoint or wala o lanya to je. Bandu yata na programo be Kanilai. Brief rata mangana kilo le bondi nko alinyanta danale dandulale nimenko be tambela woto drombe kumotela.
Because Francisco was somebody I could not stand at all. I hated the guy with passion. I hate him so much.
Katu Francisco mumoleti me yalonko ala komandi anye nga konne konnante jaw ngole sotoye.
But Sehu, the fact of the matter is.
SAIKOU tonya keso
I'm coming, sir.
Go ahead.
Because Francisco implicated, from what I heard, Lieutenant Lalo Jaite and Omar Dabo.
Katu Francisco mumoleti me yalonko ay molle toku ya me yalonko ka fole ye Lieutenant Lalo Jaite ani Omar Juma Dabo. Omar Dabo.
Lieutenant Omar Dabo.
Lieutenant Omar Dabo.
And these were very young and bright officers that I was looking up to when I was at the State House.
Adu nyilumu funding ke dokula nyaton kolleti men yalonko ndefana nga nyalo wolle kanung wato membe State House.
How did he incriminate them?
Because they were arrested and then they said they wanted to make a coup plot. And then if you could remember, even in some of the testimony, you can see either Dabo or Jaite, one of them mentioned his name.
Nyilu mutale iko ha wulu lefta kudeta le kela. Bari ni hakilo baka dole la diamo kono asike Dabo ti wala Jaite yate Francisco tofale la diamo kono.
Because working under them and see the type of officers they were, I wanted to be an officer at the time.
Kato nini wali do ko ke ye jube ko tel mun na nyaton kolleti. Wul mu nyaton kalleti mo yalon ko nte fanan lafta kala ko wol bela do ko ke kanyami be makamo mento.
I wanted either wanted to be more than them because I know how good they were as military officers, and then I feel like somebody that I was like a role model, someone that me inspired to carry has been caught.
Yo ndafanan lafta kala le ko wol ya no nyamin ibela do ko ke kan nyamin katu lafta nyalo la wol kan ke crossi pour mu fana yeke santi yongoti ko wolu yela lodu la lu ma fa nyamin.
What ultimately happened to these two officers? What ultimately happened to these two officers?
Oh, they were arrested and sent to Mile 2.
And do you believe the accusations were true or they were false? Could you say that again?
It's absolutely lies. There's no truth in the whole thing.
And who created that lie? Who created those lies?
Well, as far as I know, Francisco was part of it. That's why I couldn't stand it. But what I heard, don't forget I was very young at the time, but we only believe in what we hear.
Yo bari wo nyawnyande ngani kumole moy adu to montele ngame moy nkala wolela.
But Mr. Witness, what I am trying to drive at is that the commando training you did, members of that group became junglers. But we have to make progress. We have a long list of things.
What happened is like, because after that, we were 8 months in Kanilai.
Bitumbiro botala ale muneke Kanilai?
And Karisai, me Kanilai.
Yo otumo Karisai ngawle ke Kanilai.
And then we used to go on patrols and everything. It's like, there was this incident. Unfortunately, I didn't have it reported at the TRC.
Yo, butungo kuato konolem, mfanalu kata tamango la purka kantaro luke. Yo, butuo kantaro lukono, mune natake.
Tell us.
Because Gambians deserve to know the truth, and I'm going to say the truth.
Katu Gambiano lunyanta tonya lonale. Adunte ba katalambe tonya drone folajang.
Tell us. What happened?
I can't remember who and who, but I do know Sanamanjang, Malik Jata, and few others.
Ntalo no lam hakilo tamutano la juma ninjuma nyolemu. Bari hakilo ba kan ko Sanamanjang, Malik Jata, ani modolu.
And then it came to around in the combos, and then Gambians can't remember, there was a time they were forcefully taking money from these fuller people, those who exchange money.
Bitungo tembole bring inata kombo jang barnal hakilo baka wati sotontale wato me yalon ko nyimolu kawuli ikata kodo dia kuyata nyim fulolu bulumenu kata nyim kodi falinaluti.
Yeah.
So these some of the missions started to become like need to know basis.
Between now ilawo tamolu dolu nata keko aketa kuleti me yalonko e bake kay fankumolle.
No.
Ole nyinti pour ka long need to know pour ka long ite nyanta mellon na e kawle long imanya mellon na idati.
So I went to Bajinka and I complained. I said, why am I not selected to go on some of these missions?
Ntata Bajinka ya ngwasitaye nkai sai munana nyin silol ninyi lubita nyin do ko la munana albukante dabulaje.
And then he said he and Mustafa Fall, that I have to be grateful of.
Ateni Mustafa Fall me ya lonko mbenu mbarala.
And in Sajo Jaju.
And in Sajo Jaju.
They said to me, Sehu, you are a very young, good soldier.
Ikonye Sehu, ite mu funding ke soldier rolti bete ata.
And then the way these things are going, we do not want you to be part of it.
Adu nyinkolu beta ka nyamin malafi ite etara nyinkolu kono.
Because at the time Usman Sonko was the state guard commander.
Andu wotembo Usman Sonko atelom state guard la kunton koti.
And then these people were just sent there, and whatever they do, he was fully aware.
Adun wotembo atebo nyatun kala nyonyandi nyimoli ko kundinke kuti je me yalonko akate komanda nyin kumpa kabwa be kalamale.
And then Bajinka threatened him. He said, any day you join this group, I personally will deal with you.
Betungo tumole Bajinka na ta fonye yeda kafunyi molu maluolu nding ntefango kungo inintelebe dunna nyola.
But Bajinka was their commander.
I decided to stay away.
Bari Bajinka atala mwila nyaron koti nufo.
But Bajinka was their commander, wasn't he?
At Kanilai?
Yes.
Kanilai.
Obviously, yes.
Wolem tuanyala.
And the group he was commander of was the junglers.
Nungate gukafome nyaron kaya wolem jungulal.
Well, he was the commander of Malik Jata.
Atala Malik Jata la nyaron koti.
Correct?
Kodi.
He was the commander of everyone in Kanilai at the time.
Utembo de atelo mo bela commander timeno bebe Kanilai.
Sirif Gise.
Sirif Gise dum.
Sirif Gise, yes sir.
Sirif Gise ha.
Bailo dum.
Yes sir.
Ha.
But these were all junglers.
Bari nyinumwe mu jungulal.
Yes, at the time, those people, when Bajinka was there, we were there as a commando unit of the Bajinka.
Yes.
Bari botembo ntel bijele ko ntel mu commando lete adumbe otumo be Bajinka le koto.
But we have received.
Allow me to come, sir.
Let me guide this because we're spending a lot of time and we haven't made much progress into the heart of things.
Okay.
We have junglers who testified here.
And
they said that commando training that you talk about is that training they did after which they were made members of the patrol team, which was the junglers. And that initially Bajinka was the commander. The witness hasn't heard what we said.
Imam Ibang lead counsel member.
Proceed.
You know, the jungler unit was already there even well before the commando unit.
Nyin jungler kafo. Itele bijele nung wati jamfang janing nyin commando bunda bina.
When did they do their training?
After our 8 months, most of we all came back. For some reason, we were all sent back.
Bitum bring karisayo tata fabantalom. Yentelbe Murundi.
Because the original junglers consist of Assassin Seymour and then Balamin Sanya, the late, and other few, and Buba Bojang. Oh, yeah.
Otumole fana mumol bije membe ko Assassin Seymour kata Balamin Bojanyulanin do ko tengulu.
And then you have the life of Karimba.
Ani menube ko Kanilba, Karimba,
and few other soldiers that did the junglers.
Ani mo danta kotengulu meni alonko ketanyi jongla kafo moluti.
Okay, the commission with
and
us.
The commando unit and the junglers, we were like cat and mouse. We were never friends.
Biyaje o jongla kafo molu ani nyin commando kafo na kubukata nyola amunta nyino ni nyankumo temo benu nyamin.
Okay. Mustafa Fall was one of those who trained the junglers.
Mustafa Fall abe mol kono many junglal
karam. He didn't train the junglers. I'm sorry, he didn't.
Hani aman jongulal kara.
Well,
ama karandide.
Well, by
whosoever tell you, listen, this is the Quran, sir.
We have seen this done several times.
Well, those are those people. I'm here to tell you the truth. No, this is not between me and any guy here. This is between me and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That's right. That's what everybody would say.
People are missing Mustafa Fall and Mustafa Sane.
What I am telling you is about the training. I'm not talking about the membership. Mustafa Sane has testified here. Sorry, Pasane testified, not Mustafa Sane. But what I am trying to tell you is, in this group of commandos, some of them became members of the patrol team.
Our duties were so intensified, like sometimes you want to go home, we were always on standby. The like of Malik Jad and others, they went and befriend assassin, Bal Minsanya and others.
Do ko ni sembo warsla koleata hanufo wati soton da famu bukaso moyesai bitungo tumole tata e dole terol mutamenu ka assassin Senghor baala min sanyang yol dolu teria mutawol dolu fe.
But Mr. Jallow, we all know that the Junglers was a very structured organization.
With a clear... I'm saying what I know.
Yes. But was it...
These people
was it a well-structured organization, or was it just a loose outfit where anybody who wanted to walk in would just walk in and walk out?
Fo njongula kafo nyi mukafule me yalon ko ya londile a londiri sa tilindi ngolem bam fo kafule me yalon ko momo na resi dunno kafo nyi kono le bam kaful bunda yelli ngol pour mobe.
I do not intend to insult my fellow soldiers, but as far as I know, from their boss down, he was a criminal. Francisco, number one, was a criminal who have no military background.
Malafi ngambari sojaro luneng. Bare bunda mo kurungul lebije ka follow Francisco Fonla. Francisco Fon criminal old.
If you say that the ultimate commander of the Junglers was the president, and he knew exactly what they were doing because if they were doing it under his instructions.
Ninjongulal bela nyaton ko munum president wolde andu ninga tra yofo ate alo na ninjongulal ka menke woto.
And what was hidden? What was hidden?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, he was the president of the country.
And his soldiers were criminals, as you put them, doing his bidding, doing things he instructed them to do. So what was he?
Amunta ala sojaro ko ya fanya ala sojaro mu ku jaw barala ledi andu wogda lilo ka ko membe ke ku jaw ni ka to yalla o sa dafa munati.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Apart from the two badges that trained, the rest were just soldiers that were randomly and went and joined them.
But you did not answer my question.
What do you want me to say? You want me to sit here and say the president was a criminal?
I want you to tell the truth.
I am telling you the truth. What I'm saying here is, if you allow me to come, you will understand where I'm going to.
Yes.
Left mbeto nyale fula bitung niesilo dinna prunga diamu mbabe fulale.
Sehu, let's put aside the platitudes. Let's answer the question. What was he?
Yes, I'm answering you the question. What I'm saying here, you see, these jungula people are talking about, they did not have any other extra special training. These were
you are moving away. You are not answering my question. My question is, you told us that these junglers were criminals.
I said Francisco was a criminal by record. We all know that. So Francisco, he gives these people, he will have no military training at all, no military background. He's just a mafia.
Francisco mumo kurunguleti criminalolem andung ate amankarandir sobe kenyi molye na lon ko ate mu mafialti
sorry, Sehu, we all know what the junglers were doing.
Obviously, that was not even a hidden secret. Every Gambian knows it. Every soldier in the state house knows some of it that you need to know.
Yo, womuto nyalti, womanka kunundi nti Gambia banko kang. Mo bele yalon ulbe menano, hani sojaro be yalon le, wo mo ulbe bara fasong menanyim banko kang.
And these were criminal acts, weren't they?
And nyimu kuja ubaro le defonde.
Because it's not yet.
And they were doing it for the president.
And we bakeka nunto president ole.
I will come into that in detail.
Yes, when we would come into that in detail later, but just answer the question. Now. We are doing it for the president.
No, unfortunately, sir, with due respect, sir, in fact, that's why I said I will come in there, because Tumultamba were doing certain things that the president wasn't aware of. That's why in 2005, late 2005, he dissolved them. He wanted to disband the junglers.
Yes, but they were also doing things that he ordered them to do.
Well, I think some of the things they were doing, they were not stupid enough to do it if they don't get the orders from him, yes.
Ngalon tonya ko dolu bijete hanyala ulukela ning ayatara imang kang sutata fangbulu. Ha umutonyati.
And those things were crimes.
And
of course, yes. Obviously, yes.
What does that make the president?
Well, if I send someone to do crimes, I'm equally guilty like the one that I sent.
So it
between ninga foko ibe kuja ubaro la oto ninga fanan memenda be kuja ubaro kono butani killing.
So effectively you are telling us the president was a criminal.
Unfortunately, I cannot say he was a criminal. I'm sorry, he was a head of state.
Between the kula nya kamanta fono la ko criminal olem katu atelom banko nya ton koti.
Say who you dilly-dallying, you are afraid to call him a criminal.
What's his name? Lead counsel, there is no dilly-dally in my vocabulary, neither in my memory or in my heart. I come here to tell the truth and nothing else but the truth.
Okay. He sent people to commit crimes, didn't he?
Those orders were never been given in my presence. Yes, sir.
But say who? Please. This is an honorable commission. This is
obviously, yes, sir.
This is to help the country understand what happened. Your presence here, just a moment, your presence here would be of no use if you do not speak the truth. Or if you want to window dress the truth because you want a particular narrative. Speak the truth. You've just told us that if you send somebody to commit crimes, you are equally guilty. Those were your own words.
Yes.
Exactly. And you told us that yes, he sent some people to commit crimes. Didn't you tell us that?
Because
did you not tell us that? Did you not tell us that he sent people to commit crimes?
If I don't want to tell the truth, my presence here is not important. I want to tell the truth because this is not between me and Jame, neither between me and Mr. Fall. This is a whole nation and the entire globe listening to me.
Exactly.
Whatever I've said here will go on record for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
So I have to be very, very honest, sir.
Exactly. Exactly. Did he send people to commit crimes?
If you allow us to come, I did say yes. Some of the crimes that I knew about.
Exactly. This is a general question for now. Even if he did it once, as far as you know, did he send people to commit crimes? Between you and your God, you have held the Quran. Could you answer again?
I said, yes, he did.
Does that not make him a criminal?
Yes, with due respect, I will never call him a criminal on that, because those send the reason why they know best and why he did. Was it a criminal act? Was it I'm not going to say that. I'm sorry, sir.
But you are prepared to tell us that the person who sent others to commit crimes is equally guilty.
Absolutely, yes, he is.
So what would he be guilty of? What would he be guilty of?
Of the crime committed.
Exactly. And if one is guilty of a crime committed, what is that person?
You want me to sit here and say he was a criminal? No.
Oh, but of course.
I'm sorry, sir.
If
it comes from you, I will, we take it that way, but it's not going to come from my mouth. I'm so sorry, sir.
Okay, let us move on. I think it is quite clear. All right. So,
yes.
So the junglers were created from amongst those who participated in these trainings that you mentioned.
Honey.
Okay, let's steer away from this. We already have received a lot of evidence on this from the junglers themselves.
Yes, I've listened to this, and then I want the world to know what happened, because the junglers were there before the commandos. Some people were extracted from the commando unit and went and joined the junglers.
But this is precisely the point I have made.
Commando unit commando unit
this
is the point I was making.
Trained the junglers, and I'm trying to tell you, he wasn't even a jungler, he was a commando.
I know Mustafa Fall was a commando. What I said to you was some of those who did this commando training, they later became junglers.
Exactly.
This is what I was telling you. So let's listen to each other.
Because some of them were trying to avoid sentries and military duties. It was too tough on us at the time.
Okay, so when were you first posted directly to Jammeh?
Well, after when we were in Kanilai, and then they said Jammeh needed some oddlies. I was selected. Yusuf Hassan was selected. David Njai was selected.
David Njai fana ya tombong.
And Seni Jammeh. And then we went to the NIA for screening.
Minto?
NIA.
Kanilai kata karanje.
NIA for screening.
NIA pour yela kolu jube.
Which year was this?
This was in 2004.
Nyamu 2004 sangoleti.
But before this period, were you having conversations with Jammeh?
Not really, because like during the tour, my performance and everything, but I didn't have that close relationship with him or proper conversations with him, no.
But watembo na mankatanyola mbukadia musahari ngoke nala katanyolo keta wato me yalonko mbeo taman ngokono.
But in 2004, when you became his orderly,
2004
things changed, correct?
Yes.
And you became close to him.
Yes.
And your relationship so developed that he called you his son.
Yes.
And you called him dad.
Yes.
you would discuss anything.
NTK, in the army we are taught NTK.
Wolem nyinti ikafome NTK need to know inyanta mel lolna e kawlelo imanya mel lolna e bkawfay.
But he had so much confidence in you that he opened up to you in many ways.
Yes.
You would discuss other soldiers. You would discuss people who had planned coups against him.
Inate ya fonka kacha molula meni alonko wole fero city akama.
You would discuss crimes that were committed.
Not really. I can't remember having so many discussions with you when it comes to crimes, but I can name what I know. Yes.
You discussed with him crimes that were committed.
I said not every crime. Yes, the one that that one I really have a conversation with him. Yes, I will.
Tomodolu men dolu bije naka kachakele saje wulu kilingul de naka wulu kachale.
You discussed even his women. Don't worry, we won't go into that area. We won't go into that area. It is, I know it is insensitive. It is rather sensitive, I meant to say. Let's not go there. Deal? Agreed? We won't go there.
Excuse me?
We won't go there.
All right.
Okay, good. Convenient. Now, tell us about the killing of Almamo Mane. When you became close to Jammeh, did he discuss this with you?
Yes, let me come. You know, when I went to the NIS, first of all, when I went there for screening, they asked me this question, whether I have any relationship with Sana Bairo Sabali.
And what did he say?
And then I said to the guy who interviewed me, I know him very well. I said, listen, I am from Foni, Sana Sabali is from Kasakula, I don't even know him.
Bring Nininkarla of Fonyanka and Elamoy. Ntebota Fonyele, Adun Sana Sabali bota Casa Kundale, Mahana Lomfang.
And they said, how do I feel about his arrest? I said, well, I don't know, because I'm not there. Whether it's true or lies, I don't know what happened, and it have nothing to do with me. So, after the screening, we were all posted back to Kanilai. But like I said, because Yusuf Asane, David Njai, and then Seni Jammeh were from the battalions, since I passed out, I was in the State House.
Bituotumo, Seni Jammeh, and David Juma, Yusuf Asane, and David Njai. Between Wolu Itelle Konobarin Tebota, Karomena, Wala Ni Mantara Karakilina.
So I didn't spend much time in Kanilai. Jammeh, I went back with Jammeh to State House, because you know the switchboard, where that's what every Audley was scared of. That's why we start having problems with Jammeh, the switchboard, telephones.
Manna meje nak between Muntinata State House, but between switchboard wolem telefono luka dunin damena nin kumandiro luka ke damen jama buka hanyi pour katara woto kole ya kolu damu tata woleto ntel law karola je.
Because like so when we came, me at this, I have some few years with him there in the State House. I've seen him. When calls come, making and receiving calls wasn't something difficult for me. So he can see the confidence in me. He asks Tombom Bojang, he tells you we're going together with him to Banjul.
Bitum brinta nata utumolem ngaje ko kumandiro lu menu kana wo switchboard nyinto aka kenyaming wala nata sabu hanfa kuma kan foto mbombo jayi bitu switchboard ina anata atafango nata jiko mem fanan soto nteto wala na ina tantela du ko samba o karol.
So We have to cut certain things.
All right. So okay, now we went to let's say when we went to Banjul, we start getting close. So sometimes we sit, we chat, and for some time he did mention. He said, "SAIKOU is one of my best only." And he said, "You know what I mean? I was young, and then from high school, you know what I mean? At least, alhamdulillah, things was easier for me."
He so just liked you.
Wotumo biri muruta banjunlem.
Yes, personally.
Nala kolu katata nyola nkasi nkakacha katundebota karambumbal tonu high school drone nata bari wonyaw nding na kodi ata hanfo nakasi nkakacha anata jikinna.
So naturally he opened up to you. And he confessed a lot of things to you.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so he poured out his heart to you because you appealed to him. And even the killing of Almamo Mane, he told you how things happen.
Right, because from what Jame told me, you know, he said to me, "SAIKOU," he said, "I feel betrayed." And then before Almamo's case, then Lalo Jaito was the ADC. They can all bear me witness. Jame was the loveliest person because he used to put us in his Mitsubishi Canter, and they have this old-fashioned G-Wagon. Jame will put us in his car with making fun in Canada. He was like, you know, he feel like he's been some only loyal soldiers.
Akatanyaming. Hani jani almamu la kuo ay nying ay wasita nyinnale ako ateda la munta akatara ay jamfale bulinda kama kani katu tumu janio bekela la loja ite tartanu njele bitu yemen la wakamana ila ukumo la bango moy sey wakambang.
Okay, I said that in fact before Almamo Mane's case we were very free in Kanilai.
Utumo jani almamo la ko bekela
but everyone was given a fair treatment at the time.
Utembo ye molu be kanyandile ngika kolu tamandi nyami imam office andi moti.
So when Almamo made that coup plot,
bring Almamo yo Jamfa City,
Jame was left devastated. He said to me, "SAIKOU, Almamo was the last person I ever thought was going to betray me."
Jamme aketaye ni kuya bati aketaye jikilate bati katwa nyina fonya konye SAIKOU almamo mu moletime ya lonko najikinna mo bale mu atinu
a miracle Almamo will be the last person I put ala
a miracle ha wala almamo lebe kala mo labanguti memba jamfala.
So from there he started losing trust on certain on people.
Kaboje le ma adamu ta purka jubero ko mo dolu fanalla.
But just a moment. But did he tell you that Almamo was killed?
Obviously, when Almamo was killed, I those who went to arrest him, I didn't go, but I was in Kanilai.
Ha to nyala Almamo fale. Katu molle wulta men yalon ko itata purka muta ba wotembo yente tar Kanilai le.
But in fact, the killing style was execution. He was executed.
Let me say this here. I have so many testimonies here. I have to be very honest. I was not on the ground, but what I do know was me and Jame had that conversation. He said to me, he said he wanted to.
Ha nyimukule time yalonko mbeme mfula jang ngamelong wala mbewole fula jang mbeto nyale fula jang adun Jame fon ata ko fo nyaming Jame fon konte ne ko tenteng. The frame is frozen.
Oh my God. And asked him what.
Could you take that again, SAIKOU?
Sayo kumakango kang iko Jame mune foye.
Obi-Wan, what's the situation? SAIKOU, can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes, Sekou, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
What he said to me was, he said Almamo once committed crime. I was not in the army at the time. He said either Westfield or with a taxi, I think.
Yes.
I remember wala mnyintiko. Almamo fango yo kukurung leke ba utumo fango ngamera te fango kungo mantala nungambia banko ka utumo.
Jammeh was traveling out of the country. When the convoy was returning, Almamo shot one Nigerian who was sitting in a taxi.
Jammeh tama kanna nuitara Jammeh bondi be murun kanna. So he stood for Almamo. He said because Almamo should have been dismissed, but he said he stood for Almamo and make sure his job is safe.
Biringa yo kumofo akotonya o ketale abari bitu nyanta Almamo baila le nung bari bitu ngata fongo le kungunata lo Almamo la kola wole dalilo ya sabu manna bay.
That is, in fact, official corruption from the president. Your soldier has committed a serious crime. And all you did was to shield the person from responsibility and try to take pride from that. That's nothing to be proud about. It's in fact to be ashamed of. You agree the president also committed a crime because he has shielded this person from responsibility. Under the law, that is a crime.
Yes, by court of law, yes.
Proceed, please.
So he said to me, if Almamo of all people can betray me, he said to me, Sekou, it's very hard for me to trust anyone anymore.
Akonye niwo Almamo le natake jamfantumuti. Wotabe koleala ntema bakele saim purka modo kala modo la kotake.
And that was the reason why he ordered for Almamo's killing.
With due respect, sir, he didn't order for his killing. He ordered for him to be arrested because he wanted to know what put Almamo into that, what came into his mind. From what he told me, I'm saying what he told me. I don't know who he gave the orders, but this is Jammeh's voice, words and my ears. I have to say what I heard from him.
Bitung mbeku makao memfola Jammeh fango dae memfonye. Ama kango di puri afade. Bara nyina foko ye fereke ye Almamo muta. Kadwa lafta Almamo.
Mr. Jallow, look at this.
Allow me to come.
Just a moment. You have two people here, Almamo and Landing Sane. Almamo had only a pistol. Landing Sane had grenades. And he even threw grenades at those who went to arrest him. They arrested him. And Almamo, who had nothing but a pistol, they killed him. They went out to kill Almamo Mane. Those were the orders. Let's move on. You've stated your position.
No, sir. Excuse me, sir. Let's make this point very clear, sir. Because I have to explain this. You said Almamo have a pistol.
Yes.
Me, what I do know is anyone of us know Almamo. He had a pistol, but he do have a PGL in his car always.
Pistulo babulde, but Kidido Katarala Motokono Wato be Kafome PGL.
Almamo was not killed in his car.
I'm coming, sir, because don't forget, Almamo was called upon, he met up with Sonko. Sonko led the ambush.
Baribito Katanya Nyanding, Almamo Melutata Kama Sonko, a telephone yo Lanya Nyatonkaya.
What is the definition of ambush?
Niko ambush akoto mumunati.
What was the definition? What is the definition of ambush?
Ambush akoto mumunati.
Lying and waiting for an enemy.
And to take the person by surprise.
Exactly.
Precisely the point. That's why Almamo was executed. So they went to kill him.
Council, if you allow me to explain, we will come to terms. But if you don't allow me to explain that, we will not come to terms, please, because I have to speak the truth.
Yes, the truth is they laid ambush on him.
Yes.
Because they wanted to kill him.
No. From what Jammeh told me, I'm telling you what he's telling me.
But you don't lay ambush for a person to arrest the person. You lay ambush because you want to attack the person.
Allow me to come, because now the way you are pointing out things, I have to say what I know, and then please, people have come there for 2 years talking, and I'm coming here telling you what I heard and what I've been told. So if you give me the
Mr. Jallow, I know exactly the reason why you're coming here. You're coming to tell us your version of the truth.
Exactly.
So you've told us what Jammeh told you.
Yes.
Okay. I am telling you that from the look of things, as a soldier, what happened could be seen differently from what he told you.
From the look of things as a soldier, that we have a different perspective. I'm sorry to say it, from the civilian view. Almamo was called upon them wherever they met. When he saw Sonko and then Malia, he realized, whoa, imagine you had a meeting and then you saw the wrong someone that was never part of your meeting. So he's, from what they say, all those who went, not even from Jammeh, but all those who went, he posed their moms and then he withdrew a pistol.
Yes, and they shot him.
He was shot at.
Yes, exactly. The idea was to kill him.
No, the idea was to arrest him.
Well, they could have shot him to immobilize him.
Machine guns.
Okay. Move on. We have heard from older soldiers about this. We have heard from Ismaila Jammeh, who participated in this event. So it's okay.
I heard Ismaila's story, and then it's unfortunate he's been labeled as the liar, but I think he was given more credit stories, to be honest.
Yes, but Ismaila said they fired at him, all of them.
Once you withdraw a pistol, that's it. Another something will come up, to be honest.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. So let's move on to the next one. But apart from this, Jammeh's people attacked the Point newspaper and set it on fire.
Yes.
But of course, this was ordered by Jammeh.
Obviously, at the time, the junglers were not mad enough at that time to do such things, yes.
And that was criminal. And that was criminal.
Obviously, yes.
So that was criminal conduct, arson, that was ordered by Jammeh.
Yes, in fact, I feel sorry for one person. I think I could remember someone by the name Niga one was arrested. The whole crime was put on him. And I remember I knew Niga. And then, well, it is what it is.
Yes, and they tried to cover up their tracks by blaming it on Musa Diouf. Called nigger.
Ya kata ka kol beta ka kol nyimabo ye duno men beta ya lamo kilinkundo ka me niga Musa Diouf.
Just imagine the president committed a crime.
Ajivera ne ko jibe president wa kuja baroke.
A cowardly crime as arson on a newspaper premises.
Dinkira ta ka dimbabo je me alongo kibar bundale mfamu.
And you blame it on some poor innocent citizen.
Isn't
that a terrible thing to do?
It's absolutely wrong.
And lawyer Usman Silla.
Silang haninga bi lawyer Usman Silla fanana kuo.
Jammeh ordered his execution.
Ya Jammeh yamaro di puru ala fala kur.
Well, let me be honest here. Jammeh have never ever told me he ordered the execution of lawyer Usman Silla.
Okay. Tell us what he told you.
Right. What I do know is this man, General Suleiman Baji.
General Suleiman Baji.
And Umpamendi. Always come to me for me to talk to the president to help them with a car.
Wati kanante kanne purunyin kamala isi diamunte yente fanangata diamu president wa purisi motosoto.
But anytime I go to Jammeh, he'll call me, he'll tell me that Baji, that fucking, excuse my swear. Okay,
no.
We cannot hear.
Tell us exactly what he said. Don't placate it, don't sugarcoat it.
Can you hear me?
No, you can't.
Say exactly what he said. Don't sugarcoat it.
You cannot hear you.
Please go ahead.
They said they're not hearing me. Your interpreters are not hearing
yes,
me.
now
we are hearing you.
Right. So when he said, anytime I go, they said to me that coward. I don't want to swear.
He would tell you.
He said that, he said that if you want me to swear in front of elders, I don't have that respect. But if you want me to swear,
we want to know who Yaya Jammeh was. Just tell us exactly what he said. Say again.
He said that fucking coward.
So who was he referring to as a fucking coward? Excuse me. That who was the person?
General Solbaji.
General Solbaji.
And was this something he would say all the time you mentioned Solbaji during that period?
Yes.
And as a result of that, what did you do?
So I went to Saul Baji. I said to Saul, why is it this guy, anytime I talk to him about the car, he's calling me a fucking coward? What's going on that I don't know? That's the time Saul said to me, they were sent to kill lawyer Usman Silla.
And by day he meant the junglers.
Yes.
Could you answer again?
Yes, yes.
You said yes, he was part of them.
Yes, sir. No, I said he was part of the group that went.
Yes. Okay, and then what happened?
So according to Saul, he said he had the opportunity to I think he and Bora were to shoot lawyer Silla, but he refused.
Was it to shoot him or was it to finally finish him?
Once you release a bullet, the intention is to kill if you don't shoot at the legs.
You know exactly what I'm saying. Exactly, precisely the point. So could you interpret that he said to finish him up? So because he did not finish him up, thanks to God, Honorable Justice Usman Silla survived.
Honorable Justice Usman Silla abaluta.
Well, whether that's the truth or not, but that's what I heard from Saul Baji, yes.
And the orderer of the mission was so pissed off, he calls Saul Baji a coward for not doing what he was supposed to do.
Mola me alanga tele o yamaro nyindi anarna nyum atakilo anarna nyum kuma foko Solbaji mu mole man ko jiton tungolen katunga yamaro men diala pura ayake amake.
You know, cancel because Solbaji, even to go to the Point newspaper, he refused to go. He left them there and went. So all these reports were coming to Jammeh.
Bidong ni ajube solbaji hani kata point newspaper la wo Jallow to. Solbaji balantale pour kata.
So Jammeh was disappointed that this Solbaji was not doing the killing for him.
Amunda ya Jammeh narna dis nanna jikila tele ko ni Solbaji mu molti me alon ko abukani farul kai atoyala.
What I do know is that because Solbaji, he passionately said to me, Noma, in Mandinka, he said to me, Dunia can idea for a more fun year. Don't mean, no matter what happens, don't ever try to kill anybody for your Jammeh. Yes, Solbaji always advised me that. Ako
Solbaji nene nyumfa enko. Dunia dia kana kendi hanu fo ye mo fa nyiye. Awonyi ngamira wole mya Jammeh.
But the truth of the matter is, Yaya Jammeh unleashed his junglers on Honorable Justice Usman Silla.
Yaya Jammeh yalen jongulal wulna ngani yo kam pour kata Honorable Justice Usman Silla count.
The junglers shot him.
Ni jongulal yabum.
Solbaji had the opportunity to finish him up.
Solbaji had kalabang.
Solbaji refused to do that.
But Solbaji na balang pour ka oke ka labang.
Yaya Jammeh was calling him a coward as a result.
Yaya Jammeh nya labang ka kumande mena ko mu jitun tungolti.
That's the truth, isn't it?
Point of rectification, sir. This is Solbaji's words against Yaya Jammeh's words. Yaya Jammeh did never mention to me because he refused to shoot lawyer Silla. That was from Solbaji.
But let me ask you, who do you believe?
That's left to the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to judge, because I do know, wait, I do know, at some point, ordered by Yaya Jammeh, sanctioned by Jammeh, but I know a high crime like that, nobody is smart enough to do that without he knowing it.
Without?
He knowing it.
Kumembe wonya me yalon ko kusangara fasongo ngalo nako mota jusu bengo soto la purka bara wala satara atefango kuma mambo akalama.
So are you therefore telling us that Solbaji was right?
Well, if he thinks that's why Yaya Jammeh is telling me a coward, he must be right. But if Yaya Jammeh thinks there are many reasons. This is me, I was just in between him and the car, and I wanted to have a car, Jammeh have his reasons.
But let me ask you this. You said nobody dared commit such a high crime without your knowledge. That's what you told us.
Well, I will be surprised, but I'm not surprised seeing people sent to Mile 2 without Yaya Jammeh knowing it. And I can talk about that.
We know that, and we would come to that. Because we have to be fair to everybody, including Yaya Jammeh. And it is even very important that we are absolutely fair with him, so that it could be showed that in fact the Gambia can be a country of rule of law. On this particular occasion, you said to this commission, nobody dared commit such a high crime without Yaya Jammeh's knowledge. You told us that, didn't you? It follows that Yaya Jammeh knew.
You see, Council, Lawyer Silla, I don't know him. In fact, even if I see him, I wouldn't know who he is.
Lawyer Silla,
what I do know is he is not a 1, 2, 3 man, an ordinary party that you and I will just jump and shoot.
Lawyer Silla, molem te malong. Haningaje fananta sute nola.
People will understand what I said.
Bara manke mo kensendi me yalonko mo si wuli la tendro yafa yabung yafa.
In effect, what you are telling us, without saying it directly, is that it would not have happened if Yaya Jammeh did not sanction it. That's the truth.
Yes, of course, yes. But then, let me come here. Saying he's a coward, maybe it's because of that or not. These are word and Yaya Jammeh's word.
Okay,
what I'm saying here is nobody is smart enough to take a gun, especially a military man, to go and shoot Lawyer Silla without orders coming at the high echelon. It's not possible.
Asikeno ni aje nyimbe fola ko jitol tungolem atela kumakang leng ani ya jamela kumakang barbitu ngalon ko nyinyon ku fasongo membe ko nyinyon mo fasongo ate keno la sa itele wulieta satara yoko ke me yalon ko kango mambo ya jamela karola.
If that is your way of telling us you believe that Yaya Jammeh ordered it, I will accept that. And
yes, point of rectification here. Like I said, this is Saul Badge's words, but I've never heard that from Yaya Jammeh's mouth. But you know, this is a very important person in the country, isn't it? It is a very, very important person.
Konka men foten ron wolem Saul Badge la kumakang long ani Yaya Jammeh la kumakang bari ngame moy Saul Badge la wolem nyenti. But between him for moleti me yalon ka manke mo consent de mondin teng.
But we all know how Yaya Jammeh operated.
From what you've been told, I can tell you so many things. Yes.
Okay. Yaya Jammeh was so interested in self-perpetuating himself in power that he would kill any threat to his seat.
Ya Jammeh kita molde me ya lonko ala palaso amani kun taki aya ko ku me ya lonko abe maslan sambala la sira onyin kan abe ko onyin aka mafale.
Well, I wouldn't say kill.
But what I do
is that he do not joke with that seat, his wife, his kids.
Well,
there were lots of killings by the junglers.
Well, country, you have to understand, I was never a jungler, I've never been part of it. This is something, you know, in fact, some of the stories I'm hearing on TRC, I was shocked. And I said, wow, is this the guy I was walking under for all these years without knowing some of this were happening under my nose?
Bitung isalonko sinyim fahamu ko nte mantara manke jongulate bari kujama fota TRRC jang me yalon ko nyin jongla sul la Kenya ngamoy otumola ketante fonga kijate oti biri ngamoy hanu fon kon fay wow yaran tebe do ko la nyi nyommo façon le koto nyin ku façon le betama kan bari mamoy mambo akalama.
He told you about some of them?
Right, dol fo en ko.
You know Baba Job?
He told me about
Baba Job la
and Aruna.
I mean for Haruna, iko Haruna ninjuma.
Haruna ala brother Jammeh.
Jammeh badi ngulo woti Haruna.
Tell us about that one. Tell us exactly what happened. For Haruna Kujabi and Masi. Haruna Jammeh, sorry, and Masi Jammeh. Tell us exactly what happened.
And Masi Jammeh.
Are you ready?
Yes.
What happened was like, you know, we were in Kanilai at the time, and then Tumbul Tamba was posted at Kanilai.
Otembo mbebe Kanilai la adun Tumbul Tamba fanang afanambenu Kanilai la otumo.
And then Tumbul Tamba was supposed to be in charge of the military.
Adun Tumbul Tamba wotumo atelebe mararing soja rolla.
And then Aruna was there. He was in charge of the Kanilai family farm.
Adun Haruna Bije atele maratanung Kanilai la dimbaya kunkola.
And then you have Solo Bojan. Solo Bojan, at first, he came to the State House as a paramilitary officer under GVC, Government Vehicle Control.
Solo Bojan fanam Bije, but atenata mansala bundala je ko atele marta mansala mutolula.
So when Solo he went on Dogo and all those stuff, and then through the help of Abdullah Kujabi, he was enlisted to the Gambian National Army, from amalgamated to the Gambian National Army.
Yo bitu tumoleng aketa moti me yalonko aketa molu nyafita lati ka dogo kabula molu noma hanufu anata silo soto utumole puruka lodula soto afango yo nyinkono Abdullah Kujabi la mako irokan.
And he was posted in Kanilai.
Yeah, Samba Kanilai.
So there was this infighting between Aruna and Tumbul. Aruna always tell Tumbul, you do not have any say when it comes to family affairs. You have to stick with your military duties. I said there was this infighting between Aruna and Tumbul.
there was this infighting between Arona and Tumbul.
Yeah, between Kolit Kansula Afanyami, Nin Kawalio be Harona in Tumbul Temalanuotumo.
That's what you said, right?
Yes.
Ah.
And then, because Aruna always sees soldiers, he said always soldiers to take up the military responsibility and stay away from anything after the Kanilai family limited.
Between Haruna Ajanyamenko, soldier Lumeni Alonko Bije, Kalafike Darni Bulodum, Kanilai, Walla Ila Ning Kunko La Kunya Luto, Yatebedo Komen, Yatebemen Kunaji.
No. No. Hold a second. He said Aruna Jame. Hold a second. He said Aruna Jame wanted the soldiers to limit themselves to soldier business and not be involved in Kanilai family farm issues.
Yeah, exactly. In the other way, that's what I said. Haruna Malafi Pru Sojarolu, Ye Buloni, Dabula, Kanilai, Kunko, La Kunya Lukono.
Thank you very much, sir. Proceed.
So, but before that, there was this old man that was brought by Solo called Tambajiro.
Yo barjanyo bekela mo ke baso don tamme ya lon ko Solo bojan leonati je ikafome Tambajiro.
And then this guy was, according to what they say he used to go down and catch witches and wizards.
But men fata woma wolem nyinti molo men ka murumurung ateleka bualu muta ke wanyari.
So when that happened, and then this guy, they Solo and then Tumbul, they have to use that man and said,
Bitumbiro keta, Tumbul ning Solo ye munafango kendingo la kanyim foko.
Because at the time, animals at the park were dying, no good, no bad.
Atu tembo ni kule benta me yalan ko ya jamela beangulu ala bula fengulu menu bije be fakang fanya taringola.
So they said it was Aruna and Jasacha who were doing this spiritual thing. They want Yajame to die. If he died, they will take over the place.
But to nina nata foko Jasa janing Haruna wolebe ukunya luke kang alum illa fitale ya Yajame fa. Ni ya Yajame fata isaje telsidinkira nyinta.
And then, but because of they couldn't touch it, that's why his animals were dying.
Iko katu wairi ite futa nola ate fango mawala na la nying bula fengulu wolube fakang.
So they try to make up so many stories according to what he said that even make up sense to him.
Bitumbiro ko fota ko anataka kuleti me ya lonko ate fango ma ko faham mune yo sabo.
So these people unfortunately were arrested.
Bitungole nata sabu aketa kukeja wote nata nyimolu muta.
Who ordered their arrest?
Jasacha and Aruna. Of course, yeah.
Bitung amunda utembole mbiro kul keta unyaya Jasaja aning Haruna muta andung akoyaya le kangodi puriye muta.
And what
when they were arrested?
Puriye muta.
Whatever happened next, I'm not privy to it.
Melnata ke okola bitunde wo mambo kalama.
But of course they were killed. Of course they were killed.
Obviously, yes.
So you knew they were killed. You may not have been there, physically present, but you knew they were killed.
No, this was after, listen. This maybe happened 2 years after when we had this conversation. I remember one day Masi came, he was holding Sana Bajis and all his son, Daddy Aliu, and then we were all standing chatting. Me, Masi, Nejame, and Masi was having Daddy Aliu in his hands.
Yo, Otumo, dinding bije Daddy Aliu membe Masi Bulu, Otumo atening Masi, ko Masi Ninjuma.
Myself.
Ite fango bije ani yemodo fram fole mem bije.
Aliu.
Ndey jame. Okay, saying I tell be nyo kanje tumo men na muneketa.
We were just having like a family chat because they see me as part of their family.
Wotumo mbe badi ya kachala katolu be ente mutale ko. Mfana mbe o dimbaya kilingole kono mbe ole dimbaya mbe siri nyoka mbe o kachala.
And then Tumbul Tamba came and asked them to take Daddy Aliu from Masi.
Wotumo Tumbul Tamba nata. Ako ndeye Aliu bondi Masi buloko na tabulu.
And I said to Tumbul, why? I said, why are you trying to interfere in the family affairs?
Wotumo lenko Tumbul ye munam na ibe dabula la nyindimba ya la kuokono.
And he said to me, Seikou, you don't know.
Akonye ngutumole ko ite malong.
And then, but Mercy, and then I and Tumbul nearly have an argument there.
Itenin Tumbulu?
Nanyo sabajere.
Yo, bitu itenin atanin Tumbulu nata nyo sabakije.
And even they Jame wasn't happy about it.
And in day fana membije amanseo akwala fereng.
So Mercy have to give back Aliu and Daddy Aliu today and went back to the compound.
Bitu tumole Mercy Aliu di hanu fo biru be kolalom inata boje kamuru suokono.
And I went to Mercy. I said, Mercy, is there anything going on that I don't know?
Utumolonte tata Mercy kandia mutae nka nyinkode ma akalangolong.
And he said to me, this Tumbul is the one responsible for my brother to be arrested and others, and he will still continue this fight because he sees me as a threat.
Utumola fananko nyenko nyenyin Tumbuluje nyino moti me yalonko abulona da kunta nte barinke wala mutoleto hanimbi o jawya kilimole baka andunga kawle sambante fanankang.
So after for some time, I didn't see Mercy. One time we went to Kalina from the compound and I went to the family house. I asked for Mercy. They said, Jalama said to me, well, I don't know. Mercy was picked up here. We don't know where she is.
Bitumbiro be botalalom wati sotonta nata fama Mercy jela. So bilunkili nata sotonte tata kanila intata suokonola nganyinin karoke Mercy la kuola. Bari ngame nyinin kamari njabi nyina la kohe Mercy de mfamata jela lunkili no ya mutajang ya samba. Bari kabiri wolu nyamaje.
From there, I've never heard or seen Mercy again in my life.
Kabowoluna manna Mercy je kotake mala kuma moyi nabalu wokono fobi.
But in my conversation with Jame,
bari kachakono ninja mela kachakono,
he said to me, Seikou, that Tumbul definitely lead me on so many things. That's why he said to me, you know, he was lying because he had some beef with Aruna.
Akonye utumole ko yaje nyin Tumbulu ayem filindi kujama leto. Kato ate Tumbulu fawaning Haruna waliole be tema.
Because I've seen the family one time came to Jame and confront him. They want to know the whereabouts about these people.
Kato ngajele dimbaya lunsotonta inata Jame kampurka nyininka ilaftalo na le nyumolu be dameng.
But Seikou,
Yes, sir.
isn't it the case that Mercy
Yes.
was arrested and killed because she used to demand that Jame produce
mutale ya fa kato wato wata ka ya Jame kanin le puru ya Jame Aruna Jame bondi.
Yes, because even the old woman, Aruna's mother, used to ask, and the next minute they banned her coming to the mosque in the bigger compound.
Ha, umutonyalde hani musukeba nyimfango Haruna Bama. Watu wata katunyinyi ninkarola le aka Haruna la kunyi ninka wale fango nata sabu hani fo ya tong ikakana na korda bakono.
So obviously yes, she was killed.
Ha, hani mbi wa mutonyalde.
Ya fale.
Ya fale.
and Jame told you clearly that they were killed.
Anu ya Jame nyimfo senare kuma senare kono ko ya ifale.
Tumbul was misleading him on so many occasions. That's why I said when the family came to ask him about them, I remember that he was remorseful. He was almost into tears because it's like it's a pour water, he can't pick anymore.
Because akol nata kewole nyama adu nindi mbaya nata purkana nyinin karola akadunga fanga katu lundo sotonda fanga fate fanga pareta kumbola le bari nata memfo wole nyinti jibon dingo buka kono.
In effect, Yaya Jame confessed to you that he killed 3 of his family members, Haruna Jame, Jasaja Jame, Jasaja Kujabi, and Mercy Jame.
Munta ya Jame sonte de fon nyati non ko atele yamaro di pour abadi musudungol fon yefa wala Haruna Jame, Jasaja Kujabi aning
Mercy Jame.
That is what I'm saying here. That is why at the end of the day he couldn't stand Tumbul anymore because he realized Tumbul have messed him a lot.
Ha wale mtonyati mbe ole foka njanko labangola abukala pare Tumbul la kuta la ko katu Tumbul ya filindinya jawlela.
Council, you have to understand, he was trying to tell me this in a way that he was it's indirect warning. Make sure whatever I'm going to tell him, let me be very, very honest and truthful.
Wala mnyindiko dandalaro le famu mnyindiko membe kuma wakumandi mfulae ay ko kuti me yalon ko kusotoringo lemu andun satara aketa tonya membambanda.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. But that was not in fact the end of killings of people who were close to him.
Baroma ka ko dandula de kamol fa meran ko sitiata.
Tell us about Sise Bujiling.
Sise Bujiling na kumo fanya bang.
I think if we may jump. Okay, yes. Let's go, yeah.
Ha.
Tell us about Sise.
Sise Bujiling na kumo fanya bang.
It's a Bujiling. It came, you know, the Jame, he wasn't a bad man, but the problem he had was he believed in these marabouts too much.
Ha, Sise atela ko keta nyaming. Amanke ko moja umute de barate mo atemu moleti me ya lonko alata nyi moria la ko la bakele.
Nko.
Ah.
Ya Jame fanke mo jawoti, bari nanko alata nyi
ila mic
ya Jame manke mo jawoti.
Ya Jame manke mo okay, ila mic drop talenum wala na. Ya Jame manke mo jawti.
But alata nyi moria ko la bakele.
Bari alata moria ko la baba bakele.
I will not take you up on that. I will not take you up on that. But the person who would kill 3 of his family members, you call that person a good man?
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. What I said. I said he believed in marabouts too much because in a million years I will never ever kill my brother, even my friend, because of what a marabout said.
Ila Mike jitale ngela kumo dolu moy mela kumo dolu moy.
Nko.
Ah.
Nta fola mo betole o
Hanimbi Mike nyingi ta ajos la kuke ba.
Because of Moro e menfonte.
Mbuka moy Mike beta Mike ajos la domandim bang.
Can you help me, sir? I said.
Aha.
Nta fola like nsi men fo ko nte dunya de diala fo Moro e fo nya fa na ba di mo fa. So nka men for them, if you come from Mercy, what's his name? Cisse. Is Esa listening?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
When it came to Cisse's case, Cisse was accused from being going to be the king of the wizards and witches in Foni.
Nina ta Cisse la kuoto ye nyine fama ko Cisse atebe bual le kono. Adum buaku atelom bualu bela mansoti bua mansole mwati fonyi tundo kan atelom bua mansoti je.
No. Il cannot le tombo. I want to make it very clear.
Kan ikanatele tombo kake bual bela mansoti fonyi kono.
Ikanatele tombo mpura ke bualu bela mansoti fonyi kono.
Exactly. So Kabir work at the point to that because sorry. If that to happen, mean they have to get rid of someone very important. And then from what Jame told me, he said they say it's going to be Jame.
Bring here for ko nyina bina kala bual la mansoti. Between la ferom nyina ti puru kamoma mem mo sembe mati adum bitu dali lo le asabu alum etelbe mem mala wo bitu asekeno wala bitakela jambe kamuti
ngafo anyanta fola nyamin ka mo domo mi ya lonko am mo keta mo important
ka mo kuma ba wala ka mo ma membe kala mo kumati ndenga fo nyale wairi mo domo man si amansono ya wala nan koy si moma men si ke jamme fawde wala mo kuma
ngafo dorong anyanna fola nyami.
Okay.
Proceed.
Yes. So is this it goes
ila mic drop tele ko tekede.
So it went on rest. So Caesar himself was executed before he go ahead with his plans from what he had.
Between dalilo ya sabu ye Cisse fanan muta ya fa between janni abekelo ajanni abe obaro kela.
Who ordered Cisse's execution?
Imale yamaro di puru Cisse ya fa.
Because what happened, I was in State House at the time. In fact, in my house.
Otumo menketa I entered State House le in fact mbenna bungole kolonu.
I had a call from Canada telling me Cisse is dead.
Na kumandiro soto membota kanilla ya fanyanko Cisse fatale.
And I asked how did Cisse die? They said, oh, we found his dead body in between Kanilai and Nyefi.
Andun ko Cisse dum afata nyaadile ikonya ha ngafreo taralaring dulalto Kanilai ning Nyefing tema.
And I said someone who was a watchman at the school going to Kanfenda, how can that dead body be found in Nyefi?
Nko esai momme ya lonko atebe kantaro la karambungolto. Silangi bo freo tambi taranola nyaadi o dinkirato Nyefi ma fangola.
And I said, do we have the jungle? And I asked the president, I said, do you have the junglers in Canada? He said to me, yes, the junglers are here running around.
Fodun jongla solo be kanilla ile bang ikonya ha ibijanne de bar nyin tembeng ifinditale.
No, iko ibe boring kanje.
Ibe boring kanje. Ibe taman naje, okay.
Very furious. And then I called Solo. I said, Solo, what is happening in Canada?
Utembo akona tandimi mbake utumole ngasolo kumandi. Nko Solo e munebe kering kanillai.
He said to me, why? I said, I heard that Cisse is dead. What happened?
Akonyen muneketa nkayenko ha ngamo yiko Cisse fatale. Sai munebe kerinje muneketa.
He said to me, he don't know, and I called Bora Poli.
Ako atema long. Odalilo le asabunna ta Bora Poli fanan kumandi.
So Bora said to me, no, I am in Berefet here. I don't know what is happening.
Bora fanan nata fonyenko amantara odinkirato tembo malo membe kerinje.
And then I asked again, who is the jungler in Canada? They said to me, it's Noah Baji.
Ngotumole nganyinin ka jumanyem lem kani jongla soti membe kanilai ako Nuha Baji.
And then I had that conversation with Noah, and then it's like he didn't want to tell me the truth, and I went straight to Jame.
Birinin Nuha fanandi amata afketam fe ko Nuha mampare ka tonya fonye udalilo le asabu nguli tantata jamme fango kanga.
He saw me, he knew I wasn't angry, but the first thing he did was to ask me to go and remove a charity to him and around the Serekunda Mosque.
Ekai munafoye?
Ayenji along to man content. He saw me, he knew I was not happy.
Abiraye je ayalong aman sewo fereng andunga ayalong ko mantara seworing.
Ay sada di la
purieta Serekunda jamengoto.
Let me go and remove it as the Serekunda Mosque.
Yo ka kobitu ngata o sada samba Serekunda jamengoto.
So when I came, I asked him about it.
Brimnata nganyinka Cisse kuala utumole.
And he said to me, say, you don't understand, you know, Cisse, they said he was this. I said, sir, that should have been the last thing that should happen. We agreed and said this necessary, you know, whatever shouldn't happen anymore.
Akonye ngotu brinata utumole nganyinka. Akonye sehu ite mafahamu membe kering. Yo bari bitumo tumole ngana ko Kenya fonye bari nka ko nyimu kule timeya yalon ko nyinu mukula ba timenya ntakela jang.
I was like a son to him.
Katu ntem natake molita ko fonye nyamin amunta nteketa moleti membe ko afango dingo.
So in essence
amunta ko
he suggested to you that that killing was something he just needed to have done.
Ko kule me alon ko ajareta do pura eke.
They don't want Cisse to be the king of the wizards, probably.
Say again?
They don't want Cisse to be the king of the wizards.
Imalla fi puri Cisse ke buwa mansoti.
So
and then even to make sure that, because I didn't go for the funeral, but even to make sure that Cisse is 100% buried, I think Solo was there and then on the phone trying to call. I was not there, but from what I heard, trying to make sure yes, he's seen Cisse being buried.
Ndefa mantaje de mantaje bari hani Cisse la bade oto Solo boja e kumandiro ke ay jumale kumandi
I stayed house kumandi ndema de ko bari aje be kan telephone oto ka am la ka make so aje ko Cisse sa badele
ha I stayed house kumandi pour Cisse la bade obe kala tumena ka ko kibaro foye.
Mr. Jallow, so far we have Yaya Jammeh attempting to kill lawyer Usman Silla.
Sila ngaso da lawyer Yaya Jammeh ning hamo so pour ka lawyer Usman Silla fa.
Correct?
That is from Solbaji, yes.
He killed Almamo Mane.
Almamo Mane fa.
Almamo Mane died I can say he died in action. I wouldn't say he killed Almamo Mane.
But action, just a moment.
I have listened to Almamo's audio. This is a guy who wanted to take arms and ammunition against the president. And in military, once that happened, the line of friendship is over. The moment I take a weapon against him, I either go or he go. So in between, if he died in action. So Almamo will be there.
Almamo mumole time ya lonko. Apareta jamfa jawole kela. Yo adunia jube onya momondi ye jorang luta ka jorang luta mo kama woto mu kuleti me ya lon ko ni wo jorang lutata andunga kule ba kono lafta men kala nana ta tuwo kono woto wala nan ko afata kelo le kono
no he said he died in action. Hold a second. And that was the action of Yaya Jammeh's soldiers, correct?
Andu wo mum mangol de me ya lon ka fata men ko wala Yaya Jammeh la sojaro la mamangolem.
Okay, let's put it this way. Almambo Mane in his own audio was saying if Wale Nyang at the time was in Kanilai, and then Limbo was scared of Wale Nyang, and Limbo was saying, but don't forget Almambo, Wale Nyang is in Kanilai, he said, Iwali Mamanda will arrest him, or if you do, you shoot him and kill him. So obviously here, there is no more friendship in between them, it's over.
Okay, but there is the law. And there will always be the law, which is the final arbiter. And they killed him, which according to the law is murder. You soldiers may see it as eliminating the enemy.
All right, let's make this place very clear, sir. Be it in the military, in the Gambia, let's say Gambia army, or any force in the world. This is by standard. He was to be arrested. He went to withdraw his weapon to fire them. When he shot at, you have no control where you shoot at night. I was not there. I'm not trying to justify the killing, but unfortunately he died. The one they shot and he was able to apprehend Limbo Sane wasn't killed. Not because Jammeh doesn't want him dead, but because they have the chance to get him. Okay. Almamo was a very dangerous person. Whether you guys know it or not, he used to say he will never go to mine to alive.
Okay, let's move on. Yeah. He killed Jasaja.
Yes, he did.
He killed Masi Jammeh.
From what I heard from the junglers, yes, I wasn't there.
And he also killed Sise Bujeling.
Yes, from what yes. But the point of rectification with Masi, he never ever. I said, NTK, need to know basis. I only know things that he want me to know. But then, I'm not stupid. Some of the things I know what happened.
Exactly. And what happened is that he killed all these people.
Yes, especially his family. He was being lied to by Tumbul Kamba. Tumbul brainwashed him, and lied to him. And like I said, his uncles came to confront him.
And as a result
of into tears at the forehouse.
And as a result of those lies, he killed these people.
Yes. Died in the line of action, so that was not an order from Jammeh. He was to be arrested.
Thank you very much. I think it's time to take a break. Mr. Chair, there is a problem with my audio. My people are not hearing what I'm saying, apparently. So the technicians would be asked to sort it out. So let's take an hour break, or maybe even a 40 minutes break, Mr. Chair, to gain time. And then we come back and proceed.
Kill. Sorry, Mustafa. Sorry, you were speaking. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was saying kill. Auzubillah. It's incredible. We will come back. Yes, you need 40 minutes, 30 minutes in view of what we are confronted with in time-wise. Because when we come back, we're going to have to go through another session with Mr. Jallow, and then the closing session. With 30 minutes, all right, or you still want 40 minutes?
No, Mr. Chair, let's do 30 minutes. We have to do it.
Yeah, let's come back at 2:30. 2:30 our time.
Yes.
We'll do that.
Okay. So, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Jallow, we have to do this because we have to have the break.
All right, sir.
Yes, thank you very much.
Is that all right
Jallow.
with him, with the witness?
Thank you very much.
Is that okay with?
It's all right with me, sir.
Marvelous. Thank you very much indeed. Meeting is adjourned. We come back at 2:30.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
The pride we take in our brand, the work we put into constantly change the landscape and elevate real estate in the Gambia, it's compared to none. From inception, our goal was to add value to the beautiful Gambian landscape. That's why we are proud innovators of community estates. Kololi Sands is an exceptional piece of work, tailored for ultimate convenience and luxury, to bring you an element of finesse that is rare but unique in its own. This is also our pride and joy, and we welcome you to the exquisite beauty right here in Kololi and right here on the waterfront. Kololi Sands, feel the ocean breeze at your doorstep.
Hello! There's a new update from your favorite GSM operator, AfriCell.
For all of you that have struggled to buy cash power beyond $7,000, AfriCell has done it again. The limit to buy cash power is now up to $30,000. Oh yes, $30,000.
Buy all the cash power you want from your AfriMoney account by dialing *777#.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
It's an amazing offer. AfriMoney just got way better. The threshold for cash in and cash out on your AfriMoney has been increased.
Where it used to be 10